guys, welcome to J Publishing. It's me, Aléce, and for today's video, as you probably saw in the title and the thumbnail, I will be telling you guys how I was able to self-publish my book at 18 years old as a senior in high school. So I don't know about anyone else, but that was a huge accomplishment for me to be able to publish my debut novel in high school. That was my dream since I was a little girl. And I realized that on this channel I never actually kind of explained that, and it was a really surreal process to be able to get handed my book and knowing that other people like you guys out there have the access to see my book, but you guys, like I said, don't know how I did that. So obviously that's why you clicked on this video. So if you guys don't mind subscribing to be a part of our writing community, me and my mom, TH Land. But let's just get started. So I just kind of want to give some background information. So I self-published, like I said. I did not want to go with a publishing company, at least not anytime soon. I kind of wanted to do it all myself and kind of, I guess, I think it's called like sort of like an indie writer when you do everything yourself. And it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to say, like, I used a couple of different like apps and platforms in order to get my book published, and the two main ones I used was Kindle Direct Publishing, which is Amazon's company Kindle, and they do direct publishing, guys, get this, for free. Okay, and if you guys want like a super in-depth video about Kindle Direct Publishing, like, let me know in the comments down below, because that would be a lot of fun. Me and my mom can walk you guys through that, because we both did that process, because with her book, I like major degree in shoes. So Kindle Direct Publishing was just a whole new door that was open. To be able to publish your book for free is just mind-blowing, and I could not let that opportunity go to waste. So what I did was first, obviously, finishing my book, which took, I think, Humanities End took about like 1.5 to 2 years. I know some people's books take way longer than that. It's just, I started working on my book kind of when COVID started, so it was, so I guess that might have been like 3 years actually. So I had more time on my hands, so that's why I was able to finish it quickly. I know some people it takes decades, you know, and honestly, we are our worst critic, but that's a whole other conversation. So it took me about like 2.5 to 3 years to finish the book. Once I finished it, I edited it again, I re-edited it. Y'all know the struggle if you were in the art field. It takes forever to finally feel confident in your piece of work. So once I did that, and oh, I should probably say, I forgot, I used Word. Some people use Google Docs, and honestly I think it's just everyone's preference on how they want to write their book. I've just always used Word since I was a little girl, but you know, maybe in one of my next books I might try Google Docs, and who knows, I might like it better. But I do use Word. I format my book in Word, I write it in Word, I do all of that stuff in Word. So if you guys want an in-depth explanation of how I did that, also let me know in the comments down below, because I will also do that. But so once my book was 100% finished and edited 100 times, well, actually this kind of happened a little before I actually finished the book, I copyrighted it. So I'm a type of person where even if I was gonna take it to like a publishing company and get like an agent, I highly recommend copyrighting your book before anyone sees it. And I'm not talking about like your family members, but like if you're sending it off, even if it's like, you know, to be queried or whatever, I would highly recommend to get it copyrighted, because you don't want anyone getting their hands on your book and it's not safely secured and protected. That's just me personally. I think you should always protect your book like before anyone sees it, even if it's just an agent. But yeah, so after this wasn't like when I was finally finished with the book, but when I was pretty close to the ending of like all the edits, I sent it to, I will put it on the screen in case I get this butchered and messed up, but it's copyright.gov. I know for sure it's a government website, and if you want an in-depth video on how I copyrighted my book. I can also talk about that too, but what I did there was that I copyrighted my book, went through the whole process, and you know, I got my little paper back basically saying it's been accepted and things like that. So after that was official, oh, I actually was 100% finished with my book at 17 before my birthday, and in order to publish a book, you have to be at least 18. So for those couple weeks till I turned 18, I was really upset, but hey, I mean, it's done now, and so, at least through Kindle Direct Publishing, you have to be 18. I'm not sure about, like, anything else, but through that platform. So once I copyrighted my book, the next step I did was that my mom went on Bowker.com and she bought ISBNs. Now, you might look on Bowker.com and be like, these ISBNs are super expensive, but in my opinion, you should just get, if they still have it, it should be like a package of 10 ISBNs for like, I think like 270 something bucks. Honestly, that's a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, that's one ISBN per book. So for the next 10 books you write, you have an ISBN for them. So that could last you years depending on when you release books and what kind of books you release, whether those are novellas, novels, children's books, poems, anything. I think it's good to just get a lot just to keep, because you know you'll eventually use it instead of getting one at a time and spending more money. But yeah, so I assigned an ISBN to Humanity's End, and then after I did all of that, I started working on my cover. And actually, this is incorrect. I'm sorry, I keep remembering things I did before. I think this was before and after I got the copyright. I started working on the cover of my book, and so when I was working on that in Procreate. Okay, so Procreate is a platform on Apple devices, and that's where I did my cover page, and I did that all myself, but it was a really intriguing experience. So once I did all of that, finally I was able to go onto Kindle Direct Publishing to actually fully process and publish my book. Now that was a very fun experience because I think everything on KDP, which is what it's abbreviated as, everything on there is kind of straightforward for the most part. There's a few things that I'd be like, oh, what does that mean? But I just kind of looked it up and then there's like a great explanation for it. So like I said, if you guys want in-depth videos on each of these, which I'm probably gonna do, but just let me know if this is like something you need ASAP. I'll definitely do that. And so I went through that process of submitting my files into KDP, submitting my cover page, and that was a stressful process as far as inserting my cover page, because it has to be within a certain like format, and then it needs to be a certain amount of inches based on how big your book is, and the words cannot be out of like the little dotted lines that they show. It was exhausting. You don't know how many times I had to keep redoing my book cover and fixing it and making it larger and making it smaller and moving things around. A lot of work, but I am happy that I was able to do it. And so you can do like an author copy before you actually publish the book to make sure everything looks good. I highly recommend that. I had to do like a couple of author copies because it was always like, I was like, oh, this looks kind of weird, let me fix it, and oh, I need to move this is a little slanted. A lot of work. So once I did that and did the certain prices and stuff like that, I click publish. I think it takes up to 72 hours for them to approve it. If they don't approve it, 9 times out of 10 it has something to do with your book cover, and it'll say like, didn't fit in the margins or things like that. And if you're not sure, you can call them, because I called them and the guy I spoke to was very nice and explained to me, pulled the book right up, explained what was wrong and what I needed to fix, and that was such a quick process because I was like, I don't understand what this means. So that helped a lot, and then I was able to publish it, and honestly, it was a really surreal experience for me to be able to like look at my piece of work and see it in print, and it was just so amazing, and it's just so exciting. And yeah, that's basically how I was able to publish my book at 18 years old as a senior in high school. Again, if you guys want any in-depth stuff, whether that's for Word, Procreate, KDP, formatting, anything, like, just let me know. But yeah, so that was basically how I did it. And yeah, I cannot wait to talk to you guys about a different video idea I have that I want to talk to you guys, because you guys, I feel like it's so much fun to talk to you guys about books and things like that, because you guys can relate to me and my mom and how I feel about writing, and it's just so surreal and so exciting. So guys, go check out Humanity's End. And I Like My Dirty Green Shoes by my mom, which is a children's book. Everything will be linked down below. Like, y'all already know, it'll take you right to Amazon, and it'll show you guys our books, and, you know, go ahead and get it if you're interested. But yeah, I'm Aléce, and I hope you enjoyed listening to my video on how I published my book at 18, and I love you guys so much, and thank you for tuning in. Have a good day. Bye.